everyone, this is Keith Pabian from Pabian Law. One of the big questions that we get from our seasonal visa clients, either at the start of their season or at the end, is whether workers can travel while they're coming into their organizations or leaving, and they're in between their seasons. So as background, a lot of workers here on H-2B visas bounce between seasons. So they might work in the summer season over the summer, and then they go to a winter season organization for the winter, and they bounce back and forth. Workers can do that for 3 years before they have to go home for 60 days and then do that again. Now, with these individuals, they are working their butts off during the season, and a lot of them want to either take some time off and travel, and a lot of times see the United States while they're here. We also see situations where those workers want to go home or travel internationally or even go on a cruise. And so the question is that possible? Can workers depart the United States or can they travel between seasons? And will that have any implications on the visa process? So, first things first, if someone wants to travel domestically and not leave the United States, there's no problem whatsoever. The organization should still check in with us and make sure that they're complying with all immigration laws and working the whole season and so on and so forth. But from a pure visa standpoint, domestic travel doesn't cause any problems. That includes U.S. territories like Puerto Rico. But if that individual, if that foreign national worker departs the United States, that poses some really significant issues if we're not careful on timing. So what I always tell clients is make sure to check in with us before a worker departs the country. If that individual leaves the country while a petition is pending, immigration actually will force us to remove that worker from the petition, and now that employer has one less worker for the season, and that worker is stuck outside the United States not working. That is obviously not what anyone wants. If, however, the petition is either approved or has not yet been filed, and it's probably okay for them to travel internationally. So it's all about timing and it's all about communication. Also, be really careful with cruises, right? Even if they're departing from a U.S. location, those cruises might be going to international ports, and that would also pose problems. So again, like so many things with the H-2B visa program and immigration overall, communication is key, questions are key, and timing is key. And as long as you have those three things in mind, oftentimes that worker can go enjoy that well-deserved trip. We are always here for any questions that you might have, and thank you as always for listening to these videos. Take care, everyone.